A new report says some popular fruit juices may contain heavy metals.
Those metals are substances that made their way into food because they occur naturally in the air, water, and soil. But they can also wind up in food during manufacturing and packaging. Anna Werner has more.
Here, can you use your fork?
Mom Stephanie Trilling says she tries hard to keep her 4-year-old daughter away from juice, mostly because of its sugar content.
It's not something I want to give to my kids, but I also don't want to be that mom who's restricting everything.
But she may have another reason to restrict juice intake, a new analysis from Consumer Reports. James Dickerson is chief scientific officer. His team tested 45 different juices for 4 heavy metal substances: inorganic arsenic, lead, cadmium, and mercury. They found that every single product contained a measurable amount of at least one heavy metal except for mercury. 21 of the samples contained one or a combination of heavy metals that reached a level Consumer Reports researchers deemed concerning for daily consumption. The CDC says long-term exposure to heavy metals may put people at risk for kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, damaged ability to learn, and certain types of cancer. Consumer Reports is recommending parents lower the amount of juice they give their kids.
So they should be concerned, but don't panic. Frequent exposure to these heavy metals through the juice is the concern.
The Juice Products Association, whose board of directors includes executives from PepsiCo, Welch's, and other juice brands whose products were tested, said they haven't seen the full study, but called the results unfounded, and told us they're committed to providing safe and nutritious products that meet FDA standards. They also said there is no scientific evidence indicating that trace levels of heavy metals have caused any negative health outcomes. But Dr. Leo Trisande, director of environmental pediatrics at NYU's School of Medicine, says
the science is telling us increasingly that there are particular time points in life where even a small amount of exposure can disrupt hormones and thereby contribute to disease.
The FDA released a statement saying, in part, "We know there is more work to be done to reduce these elements in our food supply, and we place a high priority on reducing exposure among infants and children, as the very young are more susceptible to their potential adverse health effects."